Today I'm going to show you two more wild custom modulation destinations for the Arturia Microfreak patch bay.
Freebie.
Hey, how's it going everybody? Welcome to Freebeat, where I post new music-related content every single day, so if that sounds good to you, hit that subscribe button, ring that notification bell, let's get started. So, Arturia Microfreak, you guys know the drill. It's got this crazy digital patch bay that not only allows for some really fun routing options just between the stock sources and destinations, but you can also take those stock sources and send them to up to 3 different custom destinations. Now, when I first got my hands on the Microfreak, I thought it was cool, you know. I thought the custom destinations would be limited to things like, well, for instance, like the filter resonance isn't included in the stock one, so I thought, you know, that'd be a good place to send it, or maybe a particular parameter of your envelope, like the sustain or you know, the attack or something like that, and you can do that. You can also modulate the different parameters of the cycling envelope, but there are a lot of different places you can actually send these sources to. Today I'm going to show you 2 that I just discovered that are really, really crazy. So the first one is we can actually send any of our modulation sources to modulate the shape of the LFO. And the way you change the shape of the LFO on the Microfreak is just with this button here. So we can go from sine wave to triangle to saw to square to random to sample and hold. Yeah, just by hitting this button. Now we can actually have one of the modulation sources hit this button for us at whatever speed and, you know, rate we want. So let's go ahead and set that up. Now to do that, we first need to send the LFO somewhere, so we can actually hear the shape of the LFO changing. So on the digital patch bay over here, we're going to go to LFO and pitch. We'll just send the LFO to the pitch. I'm going to bring it up quite a bit. There we go. And I'm going to click in the rate knob here to turn off the sync to the tempo. Now we can freely control the speed of our LFO. There we go. We can clearly hear and see that the LFO is a sine wave. And then if we cycle through the different shapes, we can see them changing right there on the little display. Hopefully that shows up for you guys. Looks like it does on camera. Nice. Okay, back to sine wave. Whoop. Back to sine wave. Our pitch is very clearly riding that little roller coaster there. Okay, so we've got our LFO set up. Now, let's set the shape as a custom destination. So to do that, we're going to hold down, let's say, assign 1, and then click in the shape button. Now it says matrix assign 1 shape. So now whatever is sent to the assign 1 slot will be affecting the shape of the LFO. So let's go ahead actually and send the cycling envelope to the assign 1 slot, to our LFO shape. I like to use the cycling envelope really as a second LFO. If we keep it on the run setting there, it'll just keep repeating in whatever shape we draw up for it. So that's kind of fun. So anyway, we are going to go cycling envelope, assign 1. We're going to click it in, and let's set it to, I don't know, 30? 40. How about 40? I've heard this can get kind of glitchy, modulating the shape of the LFO, but we're going to give it a shot. 39.4 actually. Whoa! I'm not exactly sure what's going on there. I'm guessing the depth actually probably determines how many shapes it'll cycle through. So let's max that out. The depth of our modulation. Let's bump that all the way to 100. And yeah, we will continue to draw our envelope here. That's crazy. That's insane. Now, before anybody complains about the sound of the Microfreak, I'm just on a blank initialized preset here. Just like the stock initialized setting. If you want to find out how to make the Microfreak sound a lot fuller, I do have a video posted on that. It'll be linked in the description below, so be sure to check that out after you're done watching this one. That's pretty crazy. Now it's not part of the video, but I bet we could sync the LFO to the tempo and then modulate the tempo of our sequencer and arpeggiator as well. Yeah, which would change the speed of the LFO. So let's go ahead here. Can we hold assign to and wiggle this knob? Yeah, we can change the rate of the arpeggiator and sequencer too. So if we sync the LFO to it, we can do that. Let's go ahead and also send the cycling envelope to assign to, which is the rate knob there. I'm gonna max it out at 100. Hold on, here we go. Maybe the cycling envelope was not the best choice. So let's go ahead and clear our modulation by selecting that junction there on the patch bay and holding down the matrix button. That'll set it to 0. Let's use our normal envelope and send that to assign to. That way it won't repeat. So let's go ahead here and set this to 100. And we will worry about drawing in our shape on the envelope here after we hear what this sounds like. Okay. Oh, well, not a lot. Not a whole lot. Let's try this in reverse, maybe. Let's set our depth to -100. There we go. So we can hear the speed slowly increasing. Yeah, that's really cool. I'm sure we could play with that some more and get into it, but I'm not sure how practical that actually is. That one right there, I just wanted to see if we could do in the moment, and we can. So now let's go ahead and delete that modulation right there. So let's go ahead and move on to the second planned modulation for this video, which is to modulate the unison spread of our oscillators. Now, unison spread is a new polyphony mode, I guess you can call it, that was introduced in one of the latest updates on the Microfreak. So before we had monophonic mode, which is what we're in right now, and then we had paraphonic mode, which let us play up to 3 notes at once, or 4 notes at once, I think. But unison spread takes those 3 or 4 available voices and basically puts them all behind one note, so you get a really, really powerful sound. And the spread does just what you'd think. It spreads them apart. So to access unison spread mode, normally you hold Shift and press paraphonic mode. If we hold it down, it says unison spread. Now, if we want to set that as a destination for our patch bay, we can hold our custom slot. I'm going to use assign to again, and then just press paraphonic right there. It's going to say unison spread now is our matrix assign slot 2. So that's pretty cool. Now, if we want to modulate that, let's go to key press, actually. Let's send key press to modulation slot 2. I'm going to go ahead and max it. How keyboard press works, basically, is the more of your finger that goes on the key, the greater amount of modulation it will send to whatever it's modulating. So in theory, since I maxed out the modulation at 100, we should hear very little unison spread with just a little bit of my finger on there. And then the more of my finger that gets applied, the more spread we will hear. So yeah, let's go ahead and try this. Oh! Yeah! That's crazy. And of course, we still have LFO modulating the pitch, and then our cycling envelope repeatedly changing the shape of the LFO, which is making all that extra crazy stuff go in there. Let's go ahead and get rid of those 2 modulations, actually. So we'll get rid of LFO affecting the pitch, and then we'll get rid of cycling envelope affecting the shape. I just want to hear the key press modulation affecting the unison spread. I'm going to max our sustain as well. That is wild. Wow, that sounds really good in super wave mode. And of course, that's a classic Microfreak trick. Come up with a modulation patch setup that you like, and then go ahead and scroll through all the different oscillator types and mess with your parameters and just see what you can come up with. There's some wild stuff. The chord oscillator type is so weird to me. I need to spend some more time with that. Here's the one I want to hear. Speech.
Frequency, 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 frequency.
That's crazy.
Frequency, frequency.
That's so cool. One of these days I'm going to play with the vocoder function, and we will come back to this modulation and yeah, just have a blast with it. I'm excited for that. So hopefully this video gave you guys some more food for thought in terms of playing with the Microfreak and its ridiculously versatile patch bay. How many more videos are we going to make about new modulations that I'm discovering? Because I could do this for a long time. This is so much fun. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. If so, be sure to leave a like on the video. If not, you can leave a dislike. That's okay too. Doesn't hurt my feelings, just makes me try that much harder next time. Either way, be sure to hit that subscribe button, ring that notification bell. Thank you so very much for being here. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye.